Hello, good day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the CBT software to practice for your JAMBs and so many benefits that comes with this CBT software, not only for practice, but how you can use it to make more money for your schools, for your tutorial centers, or for anything that you want to do. Now we have the admin section and we have the student section. And because I'm using this system, so you can you can put this admin on a system. This admin will be a server. And this one for students, all right, you see two applications like this. So this one is for students. And this student, you can install it on systems. All right, so this admin will now be a server. This admin will now be controlling all the students' activities here, all right, for questions, deactivation, codes, and everything. All right. So it means you need one system for admin server, then you need several systems for the student apps where they can be practicing. Now let's get started. So I'm going to log in to the admin section. So once you log in, now the first thing first is once you log in like this, you need to start the server. All right. So if you try to open anything, you get error, you cannot do anything here. All right, so you need to start the server. So once you start the server, so make sure you allow this out, you allow this public, and you click on allow access. All right, allow access. Now you have started the server, and you can see the ports. This is the IP 10.199.1.58. Yours might be different. And also, before you connect to any system, before you install your application, make sure all your systems that you want to connect with are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, not that you connect the system to Wi-Fi A, you connect another to Wi-Fi B. It must be on the same Wi-Fi network the admin server is running. So this is the port 10.199.1.58. So now, once you launch the student app, all right, you can see auto connect, you can connect manually. If I click on auto connect, it will search for the IP to connect automatically. All right. Then you click OK. And it's going to load the student's registration. Now, presently the registration is disabled. All right. So that maybe you want to disable registration in your school, or you don't want people to register again. All right. Based on the fact, okay, you have maximum number of people that you want to attend to, then you can disable it. Now, before this, let me walk you through the admin section. Now, once you go to this admin control panel, you click on open full dashboard. Now, once you open full dashboard, so now let me walk you through how this works. Now, we have settings first. Let's go to settings. In the settings, then you can set the duration of the timer for JAMB, for NECO, for GST, for WAEC, for GC, for POST-UTME. You can set the timings for each of them. You can decide to put this on at 60 minutes. All right. Then also, this is an online, all right. If you want to enable online questions, you tick this. All right. If you don't want to enable it, you disable it. All right. Then this, you can enable calculator for students. You can enable calculator for students to use calculator in their exams. And this, you can allow students to set custom timer. So if the student wants to time themselves, maybe they don't want 60 minutes, they want to time themselves like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, then you can leave this on. Then this is where you can enable and disable registration. You can see that it is disabled presently. If you can see the student, you can see that it is disabled. If I should enable it and save the settings, you see that it will be enabled on the students, all right, within a few seconds. If you come, you can see it has been enabled. So students can now register. All right. Now we have internal students and we have external students. Internal students are your students in your school or your tutorial center. They don't need to pay. You already charge them. All right. They can just log in and start their online exams. Right. But for external, so they need to buy codes from you, from the school or from your tutorial center, and they need to register. Now, let's go over to the external students. Now, once you come to the managed students here, you can see, let's go for managed students. I'm still going to come to manage question on everything. So managed students. sorry, this manage subjects. Let's go to manage students. You can see we have two students here. We have external and the internal. All right, you can separate them if you want to know. Maybe this person is only external. So just pick external. You want to know which are external students. So these are external. So you can create students. All right, you can add students. All right. Then maybe you want to add students. This one is for internal. You can add students of your choice. Yeah, you can add students. Then also, student can register. Now, let's say an external, let's go for internal student first. Let's say, let me go for adding of students. So let's add student, let me say this student is called Oredapo Abiola. All right. There may be email is oredapo@gmail.com. And the password is 123456. All right. So I'll click on OK. And the student has been created successfully. And this is internal students. All right. You can see it is internal. All right. So now I'm going to go back to the student section here. I'll now say Oredapo. I'll put the name at gmail.com. Then I'll put the password to 123456. Then I'll click on login. All right. So it's going to recognize the details and it's going to log the students in and pop up the dashboard of the students so that the person can start an exam. So you can see that because we have enabled online questions for the students, so they can now start their online questions. So you can see that here, when you go to the settings here, you can see online. If I disable this, all right, if I disable this, okay, I don't want online questions. So I save the settings, you see that automatically you can see that it has been disabled. So it means that if online question is disabled, it means the school asks questions they want to load, all right, for the students, for them to practice on their own. Maybe the student want to go on local, they don't want to connect with an online exam, they want to go on a local, so they can now go for offline and they can issue codes, all right. This one is offline. Maybe the school or the tutorial center wants to be uploading the questions by themselves. All right. Now, let me enable the online questions back. So you see what I mean by, it is very fast. All right. So I see that the online questions has been back. All right. So that's how it's going to happen on all the systems that you have installed the student app on. Now, let's say the student wants to take JAMB online. So you can see the custom timer that you have set. All right, just hold on and give it 3 seconds for it to load up. So now you can choose between 1999 to 2025 for JAMB. All right, all the questions have been loaded. Let me say I chose 2019. Then I want to choose maybe use of English. All right, so I can pick maybe 30 questions. All right, then the student can say, okay, I want to set 5 minutes for my time. 5 minutes. All right. Then the student can click on start exam. Sorry. So JAMB online. So JAMB online. So let's choose the question again. So let's choose 2019. Oh, sorry, 2019. So let's choose sorry, and again, your network must be stable, all right? So I would advise schools or tutor centers to use like MiFi so that you have a very stable network. So don't use like phone because if if network fails, so it might cut off the online questions. But there's a function of resume, all right? So let's say commerce, 30 questions. Let's start exam. Oh, I didn't choose 5 minutes. So they can start their exams. So which type of insurance? So click on next. So they can track the exam. You can see the resume as exam has been there automatically. All right. Now let's say, for example, the network now cut off. Right. Let me disable the online questions. So let's say the question, maybe as the students are doing, the online question now cut off. All right. So let's say I disabled it, you can see that's cut off. All right. So it means the students can no longer do the exam. All right. So you can see this is the resume exam, right? So connection lost because I've not been connected, all right? So now let's connect with the online again. So let's enable these online questions so that we can see if actually the student can resume the section. So once this turns online, so now the student can just click on the resume exam, and the student, because the time has not yet finished, so the student can what? Can proceed with their exams. All right. So the student can proceed with their what? With their exams. So let's say the student now finish the exam and click on submit exam. So it will ask, if you tell the student you have so on answer if the student have not finished the exams. So do you want to submit? Yes. So the student score 16.67%. So and the student can now check, can now review the answer, the explanations. You can see the explanation, what they missed, so that they can improve themselves better. So the admin can now view the results. If the admin comes to view results, you can see commas, you can see automatically Oredapo Abiola. Automatically it has been it has been recorded here. So the admin can even export the students' exams. So export as CSV, then you can what? You can see result exported successfully. So you can now go over to your desktop, and these are the results here. So once you click on the result, you see the result that is going to pop up. So let's wait, hold on. So the result is going to pop up. So as this is opening now, let's go to another place here. Now, if the student tries to resume exam, all right, because the time has not yet up, so the student can proceed, all right, with the exams and submit. All right. So now let's assume that the person wants to do WAEC, all right. So the person can now choose another year, maybe 2021 for WAEC. Maybe they were want to do agriculture. So I can now time this one to be, maybe say 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, then click on start exam. So you have a save. So we like to resume. No. All right. So the best time to apply herbicide to a farm is, all right. So I'm just choosing anyone. Just choosing anyone. Right? And so now, if the timer finishes, automatically the exam will submit by itself automatically. So let's submit the exam here. All right, we have 10%, and automatically it will be recorded in the admin view results and self-culture 10%. So that is for external. Now, let's say the internal students want that is for internal. Let's say external students wants to do an exam. Maybe you have charged them 2,000 naira, depending on your school or your tutorial center. So let me log out of this place here. So I've logged out as students. So this is student app. All right, this is student app. So we can now log in back for external students. Now, the admin can issue code, because as an external student, you need to register, and admin can go to activation codes here. All right, so these are the activation codes. So this is mine here, but you can create yours. So to create an activation code, then this activation code is for what? Online bundle, that's online exams. And make sure your audience is choose to external. All right, then you click on manage bundles first. Now in the manage bundles, so you can enlarge this. So in the manage bundle, what you are going to do is, what is the name of the bundle? All right, maybe a student has paid for just JAMB and WAEC. All right, just JAMB and WAEC. So you can just say J and W exam. All right, maybe for 30 days. You can just name it. Maybe the person has paid for 30 days, just say 30, J and W exam 30. Now, what is the exam? So the exam is what? JAMB. So the exam is what? JAMB, WAEC in capital letters. All right. The duration of this bundle will be 30 days. All right. make sure the online bundle is on, all right? So then external, make sure you choose external and click on create bundle, all right? It has been created, you close it. Now you can see that the bundle has been here for 30 days, for 30 days. Now, this is what this one will do. Now, activation limit. How many users do you want for limited users? Maybe limited users can do, maybe 5 people can use that code, right? 5 people can use that code, or 10 people can use that code. So to avoid sharing of the code, you can choose single user or unlimited, depending on what you want. So single user. Now, expiry strategy. Now, this one is different from the bundle. Now, this one is that this bundle that you have created, all right, it will if the student activate that code, it will last for 30 days. But this one, it's the code itself, all right, the code itself, if you choose no expiry, it means that now, if the student doesn't use it, all right, doesn't use it, so the code is not going to expire unless the student has started the exam. All right. Now, if I choose fixed dates, all right, and I choose maybe 30 days, well, yeah, or I choose maybe February, or maybe I choose, or maybe let's just say, okay, let me just say 2025. All right. So let me just choose a date here. This is February, no. So this is so let me just choose December 10. All right. It means by December 12th, 2025, if this candidate does not use this code, it's going to expire. That code that you have generated is going to expire. Even though you have set this bundle to be 30 days, the 30 days means that the time that the student is going to have access to the online exam is 30 days. All right. Now, this one is the fixed date. It means that if that code is not being used for this time frame, the code is going to expire, irrespective of what you have set here. Now, if I choose on first day use, all right, and I choose maybe 30 days, all right, 30 days, it means that after 30 days and the code has not been used, it's going to expire. So you can choose no expiry, all right? So it means that no expiry means that even though you can see these ones are disabled, even though the student did not use the code, maybe for 28 days, it's not going to expire. Maybe after 28 days, the person now use that code. After 28 days, the person now use that code. It will count from that day, all right, for 30 days. So that's just the logic here. Then the number of code that you want to generate, you can generate 2, 3, 4, based on the fact maybe you have 4 students. All right, you don't want to be generate one after the other. Just say maybe 5. All right, click on generate code. Automatically, the 5 codes is going to be generated. These are the code that you are going to give each student. So maybe you are selling each code for 4,000 naira, and that is 20,000. So this is the code you are going to give the students. So you can copy this code and give it to students. Now, for the students app, so the person is going to connect, all right? Going to connect. So now for the create account, so the person is going to create an account as what? As external student. So the person is going to enter his full name. Let me say the full name is Segun Bolade. All right. Then maybe the email is Segun Bolade@gmail.com. Then the password, let me say it's created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the password. Then you can activate this code. You can put this code there. The person is going to put this code and click on agree and click on create accounts. So the account has been created successfully. All right. And the person is going to be welcome to the screen. And you can see that JAMB and WAEC only has been activated for these students. All right. JAMB and WAEC only. And this code has started counting. Now, if you go to your admin dashboard, you will see that, and once you refresh, you see that the code has been used. You can see this code has been used, right? And Segun Bolade, you can see last used by Segun Bolade, all right? You can see now countdown 29 days. So after 29 days, that it will stop working, all right? So now let's say, for example, the student now pays for maybe GCE. or maybe post-UTME. So you come back to the manage bundles here again. Just say maybe post-UTME, maybe the person wants to do post-UTME, maybe for 10 days. All right, for 10 days. Then the duration is what? For 10 days. Then so just write in capital post-UTME. All right. Make sure it's an external and click on create bundle. All right. The bundle has been created. You close it. Then you come here, online bundle, external. You choose the bundle here. Then no expiry. Maybe you need one code for year. No expiry. Then you click on what? Generate code. So the code is going to what? Be generated. Then you copy this code and you give the students. The student is going to click on redeem activation code and put the activation code there and click on open. All right. And the post-UTME is going to be unlocked for the student. You can see it has been unlocked. So the person can just go to post-UTME and say, okay, let's practice an exam. All right. So it's going to load up the post-UTME questions. So the person is going to select maybe general, then current affairs, then click on start exam. All right. So you can see the student is going to start the exam proper. All right. So let's submit the exam. And also the person can use the calculator here. All right, calculator. All right, the calculator. Then submit exam. Yes. So you can see the exam has been submitted successfully. So the students can now, the admin can now even check the results. All right, you can see current affairs. All right, and you can separate external from what? Internal students. All right. Now, there's activation code for us. Now, let's say you want to import questions. Maybe your school wants to import their own question by themselves. Now, what you are going to do is you can go to settings here. You disable these online exams. All right, you disable the online exam, then you save it. All right, you save it. Then you see that this is going to change here. You can see that it has changed. All right. Now let's say you want to load questions. All right. So you click on import questions. Then you can see these are the formats. If you want to import in JSON, these are the formats. CSV, these are the formats. Text file, these are the formats. So if you want to import text file, so let's click on browse. So let me say if I want to import further mathematics here. So I'll import it here, then I'll click on import questions. So you can see that it will preview the questions for you. You click on what, and make sure that the question follow this line. All right, you can see here this line. Import question that's very important. Now make sure your notepad, if you are doing a notepad, make sure it follows this line. Exam type, exam underscore type. Maybe it's JAMB, WAEC, you put it there. Subject, you put it here, you put it there. Question 1, make sure you follow this path. Then once you go to manage subjects, you see further ones there. Manage questions for all questions. Then you can see social studies. There's a filter. All right. Then you can see all. Then exam type. Maybe you want JAMB. All right. Then filter. You can see further marks here. So you can see further marks. Filter. You can see these are further marks. So now let's say now you have imported your question as admin, as school owner. Then let's say you want to let people, practice the exam. Let's go to activation code now. And instead of external now, let's go to manage bundles. All right, in the manage bundles, in the manage bundles, let's go for, because this is online bundle here, so let's disable it. So we are doing external. So let's just say JAMB external. So let me say this is what JAMB. So let me say for 30 days. So you have disabled the online bundle. So create what bundle. So this one is what? This one is JAMB. So click on create bundle. All right. So close it. Then you come here. JAMB, where is it? This for external. Where is it? JAMB. All right. So I think I name it as JAMB. So let's say manage bundles. I think I named it as JAMB. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I named it as JAMB, 30 days, external. Okay. Okay, JAMB external. Okay, exams is JAMB external. So let's see this. So you can refresh this, can refresh. Okay, this is external and let's go for offline bundle. So you can see it should be in offline exam, all right? That is why it's not showing. So it should be in offline exam, all right? Now exam type, it is what? JAMB, all right? So make sure it is in JAMB. Offline does not need the bundles, all right? It's only internal, it's only online exams. So now once you go to JAMB, all right? JAMB, then single user, I just need one. Then audience should be external because I want to, because the student is logged in as external students. So you click on what generate codes, all right? So the code has been generated successfully. So I'm going to copy the code. So I'm going to go to the JAMB here for external students. So I'm going to paste it. I'm going to click on activate. You can see that it has been activated successfully. All right. So you can see that further mass has been there. Then the students can now take the exam. All right. You can see it here. It's just the same thing. This is for schools if they want to load their own question by themselves. All right. Then you can previous. All right. Then you submit exam. And also the admin can also view the exam, view the result. You can see further mass. So now you can also do backup settings for your database. So you can decide to backup, save database locally. So once you click on save database locally, it will ask you where do you want to save the database. Maybe something goes wrong and you want to, maybe something goes wrong with your system. You have saved your database. Maybe you can save it in a flash drive, right? So that once something goes wrong, you can restore it. If you want to restore your database, then you need to off this server first. You need to off the server first. Once you off the server first, then you come back to here and click on store database, click on OK, and it's going to maybe you have your flash drive, then you are going to restore it. Everything is going to be back. Then you can also authenticate with Google, right? So you can follow the procedure here. So I think this is what we need for this these are the demos for the this is the demo for the schools CBT. And if you have any question, please feel free to contact us and we'll surely help you out. Thank you very much for watching and we really appreciate you. Thank you guys and thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.